Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LEC matchup.
Dashing forward, dashing back as well can mitigate some of the damage from the Nidalee up there. The last time we saw Nidalee top in the LEC, flash, shadowing strike. Barrier coming out from Super as Hans Summer looks to trade in. Super trying to get away, but with the ignite, taking the unbreakable flash from Alvaro. Stop Hans Summer from getting the final auto down. He may pay for this with his life. He will, but Super survives.
Hans Summer Draven, baby. It always delivers.
It's his way top lane.
This is looking very nice for Broken.
Oh, no.
I don't think he has this. I think with the ignite, he can actually take him down here.
Jumps forward, gets knocked back with the
Spear
Vault
misses.
Breaker. Spear misses. I'm not sure if it matters, Finn. The intricacies of the matchup not as important as the fact that it was a 2v1.
Is it Hans Summer is 2 levels up. Super's very close to level 5, which is going to tick over to now. You can see why Super has to respect this so much. That's going to be a lot of farm lost. The plates being secured for Hans Summer is massive as well, and this bot side of the map is starting to get very problematic for G2.
Look at top side. I think that, yeah, there could be an all-in here. Like, he has ultimate now, and level 6 is a very
goes in.
big
There's
power
the
spike.
Vanguard's edge. Flawless duet. Back Mirwin flashes from it, but Broken Blade flashes to follow. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Both the top laners trading their lives in a gladiatorial battle.
Slow pushes, and Aurelia with Sax is just absolutely Thanos. So he plays with the power spike, uses it, finds the all-in, and trades 1-for-1.
Intense reaction from Broken Blades.
Fervent clicking.
Yeah.
There we are.
There we go. So he W's the Q from the spear, and then finds the ulti, and then finds, you know, chains the marks. Unfortunately misses the E, but it's a 1-for-1, and the wave state is just fantastic.
And he wasn't quite in range of the cannon minion to be able to Q out of it to safety.
I wonder if he opted for the Rika bow instead,
Because
because
he
he
did
did.
that BT. Super does get the push in bot. The waves are going to be sacked down there. Yike flashes away from the Glacial Fissure, but still hit by the edge of it. Elioyo will chase him with the Cease and Desist, but the Stranglethorn's coming out. Means Mickey's here for the Magnet Storm. Blast Cone gets Yike out. Frescowy dashes across the wall with the Spirit Rush and will be able to kill off the Zyra first. Mickey the next to join him as MDK find 2 off the back of the Gruff play.
A nice collapse as Yike just doesn't have the assistance needed to get out of the river. Once the Braum Q is applied, it becomes a very easy chase down.
Vanguard's edge onto Elioyo. Broken Blade trading in. When you get that Ionian Fervor stacked up, all that extra attack speed does so much work. See a support go Mobies, especially in solo queue, just to get around the map a little bit more. Symbiotic Souls were one of the only boots that were untouched in the boot changes on 14-15. Didn't have their cost increased or anything because they were underperforming compared to other boots. But what they do give you is basically an empowered recall every time you want to recall. Gets you a bit more tempo on the map and gives you that move speed when they upgrade after you've moved the requisite 150,000 units across the map.
Do you want to know my favorite Symbiotic Souls tech?
Yeah.
Fly them on Akshan and spin around a tower. And they stack. And they stack.
Look at bot lane.
Caps is here, TP in, lightning crash from Super, eats an axe. Double TP's invested, the Emperor's divided to the whirling death. And there's 2 already for G2. 1 exchange as Mickey falls for Scowy under the tower. Doesn't really have a leg to stand on anymore. His junglers in mid, his top laners in top, surprise, surprise, but no TP on the Nidalee means that he can't react to this. The charm goes down, Cap's not tanking the tower, uses a shield, Frescowy gets 1. But in the end, it's the 3-for-1 exchange and the turret to boot for G2.
And there's the TP we wanted from the Aurelia down into bot side. Mirwin does get the cross map with that Sheen, making it easy to secure, but they also get the mid-tier 1 as well, so slightly favoring MDK because they find Caps in that dive.
Yeah, I like the way in which MDK respond. Ultimately, as Mirwin now makes his way down.
It's a very scary fight for G2 because BB has no wave to play on, right? So he has to sit way back and he doesn't want to fight without it. The Braum CC coming in with the Vice CC as well could be stacked up really fast.
But they don't connect in the same way an AP Nidalee would. The heal from Mirwin will give attack speed though as Cap slides in. Mirwin takes a chunk of his HP for this. Hans Summer gets the knockback. Whirling Death has to be flashed. Caps flashes forward though, and Mirwin healed up just enough to survive. Now Cap's going golden. Mickey with the Magnet Storm blocks Alvaro in his tracks. The Cease and Desist from Elioyo in the backline now, and now Mickey's underneath the tower. MDK have reacted perfectly to G2's dive in the mid lane.
As you rightly said, the flash comes in from Frescowy. Broken Blade now joins the fray. Does he have the tools? He has the flash ultimate available, but MDK, they disengage.
G2 get the drink.
Well, it's mainly because MDK they lost a lot of HP in that exchange.
Yeah.
And so then Draven still being...
Now trying to clear out. No vision around the Baron. MDK can look for that. Mickey stepping forward. Bolt Breaker just short. Shadowing Strike will get the stun. The Magnet Storm coming out as well. Mickey looking for it. TPs immediately as soon as the ward's down, but Hans Summer is locked up by MDK. Vanguard's edge in by Broken Blade. He's got to do something incredible here if he's going to turn this around, but he's stunned up, charmed up, locked up, and he dives back in with another Blade Surge. He'll get 1. So far, a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of MDK. Fescawi has a Spirit Rush and Super has a flash to dive in. The Emperor is dividing nothing as Super dodges away from Caps. Mirwin finds Yike. Caps tries to get the damage down. He will take out Super in the end. But the Orb of Deception from Fescawi finds its mark as MDK clean up the fight.
Mickey gets picked, and I think what he thought he could do was buy enough time with an engage so that TPs could come through.
Throughout summer, even throughout spring, perhaps would have collapsed by this point, but the time they spent together, the boot camp they've done, Elioya catching Mickey here. Ultra Shock Laser, Caps diving in for Mirwin, doesn't have the flash, does have the pounce to try to dash away, but G2 are collapsing on him and Mirwin has no way to get away from this. Mickey with the Magnet Storm locks up Elioya, the Glacial Fisher coming out from Alvaro, Stranglethorn's just short of the knockup. Super and Fescawi are starting to collapse. Super could dash in, but immediately would be met by G2, who have found one kill in this. Mirwin down, 30 seconds before he'll respawn. There's a tower in the top lane and G2 will set their eyes upon that.
Does leave mid completely open though. Look at Friskow. Makes his way towards the wave, catches it, starts pushing that in. He may even be able to set up a siege, but numbers difference. G2 have 5.
Caps has flash, and Super can't dash away from it. The last time the Emperor divided, it was an imaginary number, but this time it multiplies G2's lead. Friskow still pushing in mid. The tower will fall in the top lane. G2 are going to start to back away. Friskow's looking for that inhibitor tower. Can he get it in time before G2 are back out on the map? I think the answer is yes. Friskow will take the mid inhib tower. G2 don't actually have to fight for the Drake if they don't so desire. It's sole point for them, but they could just go for mid tower. The Dragon down to 7,000. Charm on Mickey. He's almost down already. Mirwin dashes forward. Mickey with the shield from the crash down. Gets himself to relative safety, but how relative is it? He's only at 300 HP and no Warmugs for him. He went Locket first instead. The Drake secured by MDK, and they might want a little bit more. Don't want to give G2 easy access to this mid lane. The tower's still very healthy. Mickey's going to reset. A 5v4 is on the cards here. Mickey stays around, realizing that his team's being collapsed on. Spirit Rush forward into the charm. Cap spots a stopwatch. Mickey goes in with a Magnet Storm, and Hunsummer has so much time. The Vanguard's edge on the backline as well. Already Super's down. Hunsummer begins to open up. Cleanses away from the concussive blow stun. Alvaro is sent to the grave. MDK escaped with only 3, and G2 turn their eyes towards the Baron.
MDK thought Mickey had recall.
Engage the flash into knockup into 3-man connect. MDK is completely divided. You've got them trying to flank on one side while catch the wave. Zhonya's provides the space for Caps, and now look at this mid lane tower. It disappears. The top lane is sure to follow. G2,
oh no, the flank.
off of a single fight, have swung the momentum of this game.
I was worried there. I thought Caps might be going for something crazy with the minion wave under the tower with a shuffle, but he doesn't go for it. They can play mid into side and play for this cannon minion to hit that tier 2, and the Baron should expire soon.
Next wave is on its way. They might have 3 or 4 seconds with this wave buffed up, but Baron about to expire. Mickey Hex flashing across the wall. The Stranglethorns. G2 know this is their opportunity to crack through that turret, and they'll do exactly.
On the wave through the river, but MDK, this is a great observation, and this is something that Mickey has to keep track of. Where is the jungler? Mirwin on the flank is not something you have to be too afraid of.
Super dashes across the wall, sees an assist. Magnet Storm, though, Elioya's in. Super dashes in as well with a lightning crash. He's trying to take the damage down onto Caps. He'll get one. Hunsummer flashing forward, just able to dodge the charm. Mirwin trading up towards the top side, kills off Broken Blade, and now G2 are split. 4 of MDK still surviving. Mickey trying to sacrifice himself to keep Hunsummer alive, but he just can't do enough. MDK find 4 in the mid lane.
It's Caps that falters. He overforces the fight. Super is able to navigate his way past the engage, and Mirwin wins out on the 1v1. Broken Blade turns his attention to the top lane, says, fight me to the death, and Mirwin does just that. 4 members alive. MDK, I wonder if they'll look to end the game.
It just feels like with the fight, the way that G2 want to fight is they want the enemy to come into them. Because if you're trying to run into a Draven and a Azir and a Zyra, you're going to have a really bad time. But Caps just
He's in a great position on this Ahri. They'll deny the soul once more. And MDK telling G2.
I think that was a really big blunder. Maybe he didn't realize his Zhonya's wasn't quite on cooldown.
Off cooldown.
Off cooldown, exactly.
Looking for a possible flank position here. On the line between these two teams. Alvaro's going to get stunned up. Glacial Fisher coming out. Friskow waiting around the corner. Lands the charm onto Caps. And Caps is sent packing. Now G2 in a 4v5 have to find a way to fight back. But Elioya will not give them that opportunity. It's a beautiful fight from the Mad Lions Koi. And they roar into life. here in season finals.
It's a one-sided ace and a massive upset as MDK have done it. They will take down G2.
For the first time in 2024, Mad Lions Koi will take a series off G2. And what?
These were the best highlights from today's LEC matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.